Alright fellas, just gonna be taking a look at fiber. So it's about 10:22 a.m. Central Standard Time, so we're kind of in the latter part of the New York session, and we're watching fiber trade under a set of lows. We have a low here and a low here. Now, this is kind of what I enjoy seeing. So we have aggressive move below lows, and then as soon as we get below these lows, I like to go into my 5-minute, and then we're just gonna kind of track. So really, you don't have to be super precise when you're buying under a set of lows. It takes a lot of balls to do it, honestly. It kind of took me a while to get used to the whole buying. I guess some people call it knife catching, but really to me, it's just a liquidity run. So I'm actually buying liquidity runs, and they oftentimes set up for beautiful R's. So what I can actually do here is I can allocate my risk. So on the challenge account, I have, let's actually take a look at the balance. Okay, so we're at 1953. So I can allocate. Right now I'm doing 5% risk because it is a challenge account, and this is more or less for entertainment purposes. So if we take 5%, I'm just gonna pull out my calculator on my phone. Okay, so that is $97.65. So that is going to be my risk. So I'm going to risk probably a little under that. So I'm probably going to risk around $85. So like 4 or something percent. And we're actually going to target the high that it came from. So once I get my 5-minute setup around this area, which I'm still waiting for, I'm patiently waiting. This is a part of my trading that I'm really trying to improve on, is waiting for my structure to form under my lows. Because a lot of times I would have like bit right here, and this is just as this was forming, I was so tempted to go in, but I was telling myself just to wait, because it'll prove it to you. If it wants to reject, it'll prove it to you. So you gotta be patient and just wait for it. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. So what we're actually gonna target, if we zoom out on the H1, our long-term target is gonna be these highs right here. So it's gonna be about 76 pips, and we're risking about 20 pips, so it's going to be just a little under 4R at about 4 point something% risk. So that should, if it were to pan out at our full lot size, so whatever we're using, which we're probably going to use 0.45 for the challenge account, that would be about, if we're talking in monetary terms, which I really don't like. I don't like valuing my trades monetarily, because that kind of, it links emotions to your trades. But we're gonna do so just since we are on a challenge account, and that's really what everyone cares to see, is the account balance. So 0.45 times 76 pips. So okay, that was not right. Looking at $342 in profit if this were to hit at our full risk, and we'd be risking about $80-something. So that's kind of how I allocate my risk, and I do all the numbers before entering my trade, and I like to do that before entering my trade. And basically right now I'm still just waiting. This is fucking 95% of the game, just fucking waiting. And what I'm wanting to see is actually an aggressive run lower, so a big old black candle, and I kind of want to see this black line right here tapped. So let's actually pull up TradingView, because TradingView is way fucking better than MetaTrader. Okay. All right. So, and this is raw and uncut, so I'm sorry if it gets a little boring. I don't really know what the fuck to talk about other than what I'm looking for. So we are actually looking for this level to be hit right here, this low, preferably, and this would actually, it'd be a run under these 3 lows, and look what we have here. Okay, so we have relatively clean highs. I like to draw my X's, it's fun. Okay, X. And then, okay, good. I like that. I really like that. What time is it? So it's 10:26. I want to see Before I enter, what I want to see is a bullish 15-minute close. So that's what I'm looking for. A bullish 15-minute close. And then after that, so let's say this candle closed bullishly. Change it to black. Why is that so fucking low? Oh, the opacity. Alright. So let's say that closed bullish, which that's not the right color. That's a fucking, Jesus, I'm an idiot. But let's just say this is a bullish candle. And what we would want to be seeing then is the wick of the next candle come like this. Okay, and then I want to, after it comes to, so it's going to come down like this, obviously, then it's going to come up, forming the wick, and then I want to see it form up, and then retake these candles right here, these bullish candles. That's what I want to see, but really I think we see one more downswing into this. I'm actually going to pause the video because I don't know what the fuck to talk about while we're sitting here waiting for it, but I'm going to cut it. And then we'll come back if we get what I'm looking for. Alright, see you guys in a little bit. Alright, boys, so I decided to enter. We got some 15-minute rejection to the upside, and that is really what I wanted to see, was just some willingness to go higher on the 15-minute end. Actually, the hourly just closed bullishly too, so that's a good sign as well. Now, we have news in 50 minutes, high impact, so we could possibly see some upside from that news. But we have a 20 pip stop with a 0.45 lot on the challenge account. So we're just going to see how this bad boy goes and update it after. I want to see this move kind of how I explained earlier with the 15 minutes. I want to see the wick come down into here and then expand up and off of it, because we're under these lows currently. So it's just now 12. So I kind of want to see it move a little lower, like it's doing right now, like probably into the open of the candle, somewhere around there, and then I want to see it reject and then head higher. See you guys after a bit. Just a quick update on the fiber long. So it's looking really fucking good right now. Again, I'm just gonna go over. So our entry was down here on the challenge account, 0.45. Our take profit are above these clean highs. We went ahead and moved our stop loss just under break even, because it is possible that we run one more time lower here. Just something I wanted to point out. So when I was entering this trade, so at the beginning of this video, I was talking about this level right here. Okay, and basically that was just this high, this pivot point, and we touched it to the pip and took off. My entry wasn't as precise. I mean, it really doesn't matter if you're buying under lows, but we got a fairly good entry. And it's taking off right now. I'm not sure. It's kind of weird because we're in the Asian session and it's hella volatile right now, which is odd, but that's okay. Not complaining. Another thing I wanted to mention is this level that I put in my Discord. So I said I wanted to add on to fiber at 1.0965, and it actually ended up fucking hitting to the exact pip when I was away, and it gapped up from there. So if we look here, it ran down to 644, so we missed it by 6 pipettes, and it took off from there. I wanted to add on to my position right there because we were basically at a risk-free trade, but I didn't get to do that, and that's unfortunate, but that's alright. Another thing, just for transparency's sake, this is in my 2K challenge journal, everything before it happened with all this shit, just so you know. I'm not cherry picking setups that I did right and not posting the ones that I did wrong. This is the only trade I've taken this week, and it's looking pretty fucking good right now. So we'll go ahead and wait. We have ECB tomorrow. We have some high impact news for the dollar. So things are looking solid as of now. We'll update you if anything happens. So price has actually reached our target now. We saw some upside expansion during the London session and the beginning of New York session, and price went right into our target of those highs that I'd marked out here, and now it actually looks like we're kind of selling off. So That is solid as fuck. And I actually exited a little earlier than I should. I should just let it fucking hit, but for some reason I took point 0.4 off here. I let the remaining point 0.05 run with the trailing stop, and it actually just got triggered not too long ago. So all in all, entry to exit is a pretty solid trade. We bought on some fear here and then sold on some greed up here. So, oops. So just reviewing it, really, it all came down to buying during the right time of day, which was the New York session, was when I bought, and I sold also during the New York session. And I kind of timed it up. I saw clean highs here, and we just kind of rode up into those highs and ended up being a very profitable trade for the challenge account. If you guys want to take a look at that, you can join the Discord. But that's pretty much all I have for this live trade. I'm gonna be doing more videos like this. I saw a recommendation to do make videos like this even if I lose. So I may do some of those regardless win or lose. I might post some fucking in the mind of a trader and the thoughts of a trader, some shit like that. Just to put more content out there, just so you guys can get both sides of the game. It's not all fucking winning. So if you did enjoy this shit, leave a like and a sub. Really appreciate that. But until next time, guys, peace out.